Hi Aquarius, this is your general energy reading for the week of July 20th through the 24th. I will be getting clarity on a situation that you'll be dealing with that week, and then afterwards I'll get some advice from your guides. To start off, the overall energy for this reading is the reverse hangman. So this is about apathy or disinterest in something that might have been making you feel trapped. For the recent past, you have the Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, the Emperor, and the Lovers. So there was a recent renewed interest, enthusiasm for something in your life. This could be something around creativity, but there's a renewal of interest, enthusiasm for it. After wanting to commit to slowing down, taking things slow, pulling back from it. But this renewed interest, enthusiasm, causes you to want to connect to some type of authority figure, leading to a strong partnership. A reunion of partners. For the immediate future, you have the Five of Wands, the Fool card, the Six of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. So with this renewed interest, enthusiasm, it's leading to a new beginning, a fresh start with this connection, this Emperor. After bringing it into your conflict or resistance around this, committing to wanting to pull back, take things slow with the situation. After this new beginning or fresh start with this connection, this Emperor, it causes an unequal exchange of energy in the situation. This could be, for some of you, unreliable help and support. Leading to permanently cutting ties with this partnership. For the immediate outcome, you have the Chariot, the Four of Cups, the Four of Swords, and the Death card. So after letting go of any regrets, just accepting things and letting go of any regrets around wanting to have this new beginning, fresh start with this connection. And this is after a loss of control, giving up your power, going the wrong path, wrong direction, by bringing it into your conflict or resistance around it. But letting go of any regrets around that causes you to focus on regaining your mental strength after a loss in faith regarding this authority figure and information, help and support. And that leads you to some type of transformation, a major change, after you had just recently permanently wanted to bring it in and cut your losses. With this partnership, there's a complete change about face regarding it. I went ahead and pulled some clarification cards to get a clearer picture of what's going on underneath for you. For the overall energy, the Hangman, you have the World card, the Seven of Swords, and the Temperance. So this disinterest and apathy is around balance, around gaining peace of mind. After you decided you were wanted to escape or get away from it, by a lack of completion, through a lack of completion, not completing a cycle of something that was giving you peace of mind. You're trying to escape from that because of a lack of interest, by not fully completing a task. Or this could be even just delays or setbacks to fully completing it. For the recent past, for the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Four of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Strength card. So this renewed interest, enthusiasm for connecting to this Emperor, this authority figure of some type, and this was after wanting to put the brakes on it, pull back, take things slow and steady, commit through, and you try to do this through a show of restraint. So that you can remain optimistic. You wanted to remain optimistic about a situation by rejection or missing out on opportunity. And because of that, you committed to showing restraint regarding this connection. For the Emperor, you have the Page of Cups, the Tower, and the King of Cups. So this renewed enthusiasm and interest leads you to wanting to connect to this authority figure regarding this could be regarding yourself or someone else in your life, another connection. This could be a spouse for some of you. And you're connecting with them, this authority figure regarding this spouse, or this could be a spouse, a healer, or some type of well-liked person in your life. This could be even yourself, about this connection. After you've been trying to avoid unhappy news about this connection. For the Lovers, you have the Nine of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. So this reunion of partnership, for regarding foresight or future expectations. So you're reuniting with this connection. This is a long distance connection. After you received some new information regarding bringing it into your stress, worry, anxiety, and deep unhappiness, whatever's been keeping you late at night. For the immediate future, for the Five of Wands, you have the Seven of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the Devil. So you have a new beginning, a fresh start with this renewed interest in this Emperor connection. After you brought it into your resistance that you were having by not wanting to commit to it, or you're trying to commit to taking things slow and steady through a show of restraint. And this is an end to resistance or end of conflict regarding finding freedom from this toxic connection or toxic situation that you are trying to gain freedom from through a show of restraint. And you were trying to gain freedom from this toxic situation or connection by not accepting a new opportunity, by not committing to a certain path. You did that by rejection or missing out on an opportunity because you're trying to stay optimistic. For the Six of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Seven of Cups. But this new beginning, this fresh start, maybe even a leap of faith, it's causing some unequal exchange of energy, a lack of reliable help and support, through a lack of clarity regarding this King of Cups. Either you or a spouse or someone you know is connected to you, a lack of clarity around that. After creating delays or setbacks to the positive changes that you were trying to make by avoidance of unhappy news. But this delay or setbacks to the positive changes that you were trying to make by connecting to the Queen of Wands. This is the Emperor, regarding possible unhappy news. For the Ten of Swords, you have the Six of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles. So you're deciding to, after that unreliable information, you decide to cut ties with this partnership after a poor decision to reunite for a long distance connection. And this is after cutting ties with this, after this poor decision, after receiving unreliable new information or help or support, after successful recognition of something that was going to bring you into your unhappiness or anxiety, stress, worry. For the immediate outcome, for the Chariot, you have the Nine of Cups, the Ten of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. So you're letting go of any regrets you had around this situation after this loss of control, this loss of power. And this loss of control because of a loss of over this loss of control over yourself, over your self-mastery, trying to gain freedom from a toxic situation or toxic connection. After you were able to find stability, you were finally able to find stability through wish fulfillment, through satisfaction. Okay. So you were finally able to find stability and happiness for yourself, satisfaction through what you were attempting to do to gain freedom from this toxic connection, to commit to missing out on opportunities by not accepting new opportunities with this Emperor. You were able to find stability and happiness through that, but I think it possibly you dropped your guards. There was a loss of control and that self-mastery of yourself after that, because you were finally able to find some stability. So you thought it was okay to go back. Okay. And being able to let any regrets go over what happened, this new beginning, this fresh start, just causing you to want to have to find your mental strength again through self-control over not gaining clarity over a connection, this King of Cups connection. And this is by not accepting an offer, an opportunity that comes your way to connect to this Empress, this Queen of Wands, this Emperor, For the Four of Swords, you have the Empress, the Ace of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. For the Death card, you have the Seven of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and the Emperor. Trying to regain your mental strength leads to major change. This could be a transformation, a 180 of what you were attempting before to cut ties with this partnership. This major change or major loss is over through a loss of control, a loss of self-discipline regarding this poor decision that you made regarding this long-distance connection, seeking foresight, expectations in the future. But there's this major loss of control, self-discipline, after accepting an opportunity to follow your heart, after because of growth or something keeping you motivated, something that's keeping you motivated to help you stay motivated and find growth so that you can recognize what's making you anxious or what will bring it into your anxiety, stress, unhappiness. Now let's see what your guides have to say. Any advice for the Aquarius watching? Deprivation. Withholding, paranoia, stinginess, fragility. Tap into the abundance of the universe by sharing your heart. You may find yourself feeling fearful about your finances and security right now. This may cause you to be overly frugal, withhold, deprive yourself, or even hoard. Happily, your healer guides are here to reverse this fearful energy and restore flow and abundance in your life. They inform you that hoarding or withholding in any way goes against the divine flow of the universe and is the opposite of what's called for to create prosperity. The universal laws of prosperity state that we receive what we give. The universe does not lack. Lack only exists in our minds. The true source of poverty is disconnecting from our divine source. Like a plant separated from the earth, your true source of support and life force is interrupted. This is why you are fearful. To get back into the flow of things, your healer guides urge you to reconnect to the divine source once again. Begin by being generous in all ways possible. Stingy tendencies, even with yourself, only keep you cut off from divine supply. Heal your disconnection from source by recognizing that you're a trust fund baby of the universe. Your needs will be met easily if you open your heart to receive the universe's gifts. Connect to this flow by sharing what you can: a smile, a compliment, your assistance, and your time. And that is it for the Aquarius reading, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!